One of the most important tools for anybody that's getting into gaming content creation is a capture card. And with so many different options on the market, it's kind of hard to figure out which one's the best for you. But over at Mega Game Concierge, we have you covered. And today we're going to be reviewing the HD PVR Pro 60 by Hauppauge. This Pro is a small but capable device, especially if you compare it to the previous models like the HD60 or the Gaming Edition. The device is half the size, which is great if you don't have that much space in your setup. And also, it's meant to be a portable device. Some have said they didn't like the new design, but personally I like it because one, I don't have a lot of space on my desk, and secondly, like I mentioned, it's a portable device, meaning that you don't have to have a computer to be able to do your recording. Well, how can you do that? There's an SD card slot on the front of the device, which supports up to 256 gigs of external storage. Meaning if you're on a trip or if you're at a press conference where you have to record your content, you can do so. You simply plug in the SD card, switch it to an SD card recording, and plug it into a power supply like a phone charger, and you're good to go. But make sure it's not one of those cheap ones. Also, I find that if you have a power bank, one of the really expensive ones, then that will work too. You can also switch video quality presets between 3 of them, so you can take advantage of smaller SD card sizes so you don't run out of space easily. This is great for me because I do my editing on a laptop as well as my desktop, and I don't have to keep uploading things to the cloud or to external storage to keep moving things back and forth. I just plug and play, that's it. One of the biggest features with this capture card is one, being able to add your commentary as well as party chat into your gameplay. And it's pretty easy to do so too. If you want to put your mic inside the gameplay, you just plug in your headset into the capture card and that's pretty much it. As for party chat, you gotta plug in your controller into the controller port on the device itself. Within Hauppauge Capture, which is the recording program that makes all this happen, there's a volume mixer. That way you can adjust and fine tune your game volume and your chat volume to make sure that everything sounds crisp, which is really good. The changes are universal, meaning that you don't have to use Hauppauge Capture to be able to have the same settings. As soon as you set up your settings within Hauppauge Capture, you go over to XSplit or OBS, those settings will transfer as well. This also applies to streaming, so you really don't need those expensive condenser mics to get some really good audio into your gameplay. I've been starting to use this a lot more, mainly because when you're using a condenser mic, your mic has to be in front of your face at all times to really get good audio quality. But since your headset mic's in front of you at all times, you can move around and do whatever you have to do without worrying about loss of quality. So for some of you guys that don't have expensive setups, this can be a game changer. One thing that I did wish that Hauppauge Capture actually did was have that volume mixer as a standalone program. The thing about some games is that they all carry different volume presets. So what happens is that in another game, the volume may be too high. In order to adjust that, you can't just adjust it on the fly. You actually have to stop streaming and stop recording, go back into Hauppauge Capture, set it up, and then go back to what you were doing before. Which kind of can disrupt your workflow a little bit, but hopefully they can have a standalone program to be able to do that in the future. Also, that one thing that I discovered during my testing is that the Elite controller does not properly work with the device unless you have an Xbox stereo headset adapter, which is discontinued by Microsoft, and it's actually going for $40 online. So be sure to keep that in mind. If you have the standard PS4 or Xbox One controller, you should have no worries. Hopefully Hauppauge is working on a fix for that as well. So I've been talking a lot about features, but what about the main thing? Quality. And to be honest, the quality is excellent. I felt like the device was able to capture a lot of the beautiful scenes like in a game like Battlefield 5. One thing to keep in mind though is that although this device has 4K pass-through, meaning that you don't have to downscale your TV when recording or streaming, it does not support HDR, so keep that in mind. I found the quality to be really great whether you're streaming or whether you're recording directly onto your hard drive. But as always, you're gonna have to fine tune those settings to make sure you find the best fit for you. The device is overall a great package, and whether you're a streamer, content creator, or whatever the case may be, I think that you'll be able to take advantage of all the features that this device has to offer. So many features like the SD card recording, 4K pass-through, being able to add your commentary and party chat into your gameplay is just excellent. Also, when you're buying products, one of the most underrated things is support. What happens after you buy your device? Do you get support to help you with any questions? And to be honest, the support team at Hauppauge has always helped me and followed up with me to make sure that my device is working well for me. So shout out to them. You can find this device on Amazon for about $179. And if you're someone who has previously owned Hauppauge devices, There's actually going to be a trade-in program pretty soon that will allow you to get this device at a lower cost by trading in your old one. Anyways, if you have any questions about this device, please hit me up in the comments. I've been using this as a daily driver ever since I got it, and it's really excellent. So if you have any questions of setting it up or anything else, should you get it, please let me know in the comment section as well. Thank you for watching this review. Be sure to go check out some more reviews on our Facebook and our YouTube here at My Game Concierge. This is Mark, and I'll see you on my next video.